This is an ACU Centre for Liturgy podcast. Speaking of liturgy. The music of the Taizé community in France has been embraced by Christians all over the world. Speaking of liturgy, Sister Judith Kubicki, Assistant Professor Emerita of the Theology Department of Fordham University, New York, and Provincial Minister of the Felician Sisters of North America, explores the nature and versatility of the music of Taizé, and how this sung prayer encourages the participation of people of all worshipping communities.
The music of Taizé has been enthusiastically embraced by Christians across the globe. Indeed, many worshiping assemblies have prayed with this music, unaware of its origin. Jacques Berthier, a classically trained Parisian musician, composed the songs or chants in close collaboration with Brother Robert and other members of the Taizé community. A primary goal was to enable participation by international groups of pilgrims from a variety of national, social, economic, and ethnic backgrounds. Taizé music includes song, silence, and scripture in an atmosphere of quiet reflection. While the music is simple and easy to learn, it is not simplistic. Many of the chants consist of brief refrains repeated in the manner of the mantra of the Eastern Church or the Rosary of the Western Church. Its simple structures offer countless possibilities in new and varied settings. The intention of the Brothers of Taizé was to enable their worship music to extend hospitality to pilgrims from all over the world. Nevertheless, they did not intend that their visitors try to replicate their prayer as if they were some kind of ideal or perfect formula. What can be replicated, however, is their approach to choosing worship music and enabling the participation of all worshipers. The music of Taizé is versatile in that it can be sung with just a few musicians, as well as with larger groups of singers and/or instrumentalists. This enables it to be sung in small and/or informal settings. It also provides possibilities for engaging multiple vocal and instrumental options for larger and/or more formal rituals. The simple part sung by the assembly is the foundation of the song. Parts for cantors and additional instruments function as descants and counter melodies that enrich the texture of the music and can be added or subtracted in countless ways. Thus, the music serves the prayer of a particular assembly, their musical resources, and the worship event. Brother Roger Schutz created a monastic community at Taizé to promote reconciliation, not only among all Christians, but also among all those who are separated and alienated. The brothers view their vocation as a call to be witnesses in a torn and individualistic world to a mutual Christian and human unity which overcomes all barriers. Taizé prayer and the chants of Taizé are meant to promote this mission of reconciliation and Christian unity. For this reason, Taizé music is especially suitable for ecumenical prayer or prayer that includes an ad hoc assembly that does not usually worship together. The accessibility of the music provides an experience of unity. So does the nature of the texts as biblical rather than denominational in their expression. In some instances, short phrases from recognized common ritual texts are also included. A wide variety of Christians, including Orthodox, Protestant, Anglican, Lutheran, Reformed, and Roman Catholic, readily identify with the texts of Taizé. This makes sense since the community of Taizé brothers themselves has included these Christian groups. Jacques Berthier composed the original 232 Taizé chants. Since his death in 1995, additional composers have been used, including some who attempt to imitate Berthier's compositional style, especially the ostinato structure of brief, repetitive melodies. Fundamentally, it is the accessibility of Berthier's original approach that invites and enables participation of diverse groups of people. The music mediates an experience of unity that overcomes barriers and promotes reconciliation. Furthermore, the repetitive nature of the chants enables participants to become more personally present to the prayer within themselves, even as they enter more deeply into the public prayer of the gathered community. In other words, the repetitive nature of the music not only serves public ritual prayer, but also the personal prayer of each participant. French references to the Taizé collection of music use the word chants rather than chanson. English references often alternate between referring to Taizé music as chants or songs. Note that using the term chant is not meant to equate Berthier's metered compositions with the unmetered monophonic music often referred to as Gregorian chant. There are certain ritual moments when Taizé music is particularly effective in enabling the assembly song. The entrance or opening procession at a Eucharistic celebration is one example. Repeating a short mantra enables the assembly to learn the song quickly. It also enables them to focus easily on the ritual action, rather than spending effort following a complex and lengthy text. This is also the case with the communion processional. The ritual action of processing and receiving the consecrated bread and wine is facilitated when the assembly does not need to carry a hymnal. Eat This Bread is a good example of both the richness and versatility of Taizé music. It can be sung as a mantra by simply repeating the assembly's refrain. Verses can be added if a cantor is available. A keyboard refrain may accompany the singing, but simple melodic parts composed for several different instruments are also available. The scriptural basis of the Taizé chants makes them particularly suitable throughout the liturgical year. Jesus Remember Me is an example of a chant that can be used both on Palm Sunday, intermittently within the Passion reading, and during the processionals on Good Friday. Furthermore, the ease of singing from the heart rather than from a book can be particularly helpful when participating in the processions of the funeral liturgy. Here again, Jesus Remember Me can provide a common expression of trust and hope when an assembly processes out of the church at the conclusion of a funeral. The text and melody are immediately accessible. Musical possibilities include keyboard, guitar, and several optional solo accompaniments. Many other Taizé songs offer similar multiple options. A key word to keep in mind is that Taizé music is aleatory. This perhaps unfamiliar word can be understood by comparing the music to Legos. The parts have an infinite number of possibilities in the way they are put together. That is, there is no prescribed number of repetitions. There is no prescribed combination of instrumental or cantor parts, or the order in which they are introduced. Each time a piece is performed, it can unfold differently, depending on the circumstances of a particular liturgy. For all these reasons, the music of Taizé is a rich and versatile resource for promoting the Assembly's sung prayer. A key benefit is that the music can be tailored to meet the worship needs and resources of a great variety of assemblies. Another benefit is that although Taizé music is accessible, both text and music are well crafted and of high quality. Over the years, the pilgrimage site at Taizé has expanded the languages that are included in their chants. This reflects the wide variety of pilgrims who have come to worship there. This development further enhances the possibility of praying with the music of Taizé in diverse locations and with diverse assemblies. Thank you.
That was Sister Judith Kubicki and the music of Taizé, an exploration of this rich and versatile resource widely used in sung liturgical prayer. The ACU Centre for Liturgy, which provides pastoral formation in liturgy across Australia and beyond, is pleased to provide this podcast, Speaking of Liturgy.